So we've got a 1971 GMC, and we're going to be putting front brakes, rear brakes, outer tie rods, new gearbox, steering gearbox, and new wheel bearings all the way around on this pickup. It's in good shape. It's just that the driver hasn't done anything with it for like 30 years, so he wants to put new equipment down here because he's getting some sway going down the road. And the gearbox has got tons of play in it. And so do the tie rods. This thing gets used as a wood truck up in the hills, so it takes a pretty good punishment. So yeah, I guess we'll just go from there and see what happens. Start with the gearbox. So I guess we'll start by getting this jacked up. I got a help underneath there. I'm not doing shit. Sleeping like usual. So I guess we'll get it jacked up, get the front wheels off, and start tearing into this bad boy. Let's see, so a couple things I noticed right offhand. Taking the wheels off, we got it jacked up. Got our jack stands underneath of it. Got our wheel blocks in the back. Can't see them, but they're back there. Some of these inside weights people are putting on, I've seen this before with a couple rigs. They put these inside weights on, they get wrapped up in the rotors. Not only is your wheel out of balance, but you're getting all kinds of noises and probably a vibration. So that's that on this side. So that's a bonus for them, for me. Alright, there's our gearbox. Let's see here. You can actually see how much play this sucker has in it here. I mean, this shaft has play up and down, which is bad. I don't know if you can see it moving, but yeah, this whole shaft is shot. The beginning of the gearbox is shot. I mean, we got some major issues in here. I'm surprised it hasn't gone out or broke the drive in it at least. I don't know if you can see that, man, but that thing is moving like crazy on there. So, next part of the job, let's see, we'll disconnect this, disconnect everything on the gearbox and get her pulled out. Get our tie rods pulled out and start going from there and see what we got. Remove the drag link and the outer tie rods, which took a 5/16 socket on the end to remove the nuts, castle bolts on the end of the tie rods. And then I had to actually jack up the front of the truck to get the leaf springs to arch up the other way a little bit, just to get it to remove from the spindle there. Let's see, I got the speed of photosite disconnected, if you know what that is. Steering shaft is disconnected. Let's see, this was a 1/2 inch on this side and a 9/16 wrench on that side to loosen those bolts up. And now we'll head to the lines in the back of the frame to drop the rest of the steering box. Okay, gearbox is removed. This turned out to be 4 5/8 bolts that were holding this in, and the line wrenches are actually 11/16 and a 5/8. 11/16 and a 5/8 right there. It was actually one of the easiest ones I've ever pulled out. So I guess on to the next step, and that's getting everything fitted and cleaned up to go into the new gearbox, and new tie rods go on, and drag link. And then I guess we'll go to brakes from there. Discs and rotors have been replaced. Wheel bearings on this side. Now, if I had a tripod here, I would actually set it up to where I could film it and show you what's going on. Still got this side here to do. bearings are installed, rotors, calipers, steering box, steering disc need to be replaced. No slop at all. Perfect. Power steering pump's got a bolt broke off in it. Bracket.